にちは。Welcome to Japan Society here on YouTube. 今日はウキウキミニ6です。The first question is from Khoi Thin さん who asked about the meaning of ビビる。The word ビビる is used as slang, so it's often spelled with a mix of katakana and hiragana like this. ビビる。It means to be freaked out or intimidated by something. Because ビビる is slang, many of us may assume it's a modern word, but actually it appeared in the Heian period, which is approximately 1,000 years ago. So it's a super ancient word that's come back today as slang. It's quite interesting. Let's say your friends are trying to scare you. They're hiding in the corner and suddenly popping out saying, "Wah!" And you say, "Oh, bibitta," which means, "Oh, you scared me." You can also say ビビる to describe the extreme nervousness in an intimidating situation, like right before walking out to the stage in front of 1,000 people, or suddenly noticing a super scary looking person sitting right next to you. そうですね。The next question is from Juliet K さん who asked whether manga is a good way to learn Japanese speech patterns. Absolutely yes. Generally speaking, manga is written strictly in the spoken style, so it's a great resource to learn about how people naturally speak. But one word of advice is that you select the types of manga you read very carefully. Action and fantasy manga, for example, they're so fun and popular, but the speech patterns tend to be rather extreme, such as a battle scene between the superhero and the villain. How to say "die" as you're attacking the evil monster may not be the most realistic thing to learn. So for this purpose, I would advise that you pick manga with stories and characters that are in a more common everyday setting, such as at schools, offices, and homes. And of course, this applies to anime as well. The next question is from Salvador Sarmiento さん who asked, why don't all the questions end with the particle か? In polite Japanese, you typically use か at the end of the sentence. Like, 今何時ですか? What time is it now? But in casual Japanese, you don't use it. Instead, you just raise the tone at the end to indicate that you're asking a question. Let's look at some examples. 土曜日のカラオケ行く? うん、行く。ダークチョコ好き? うん、好き。新しいルームメイト日本人? うん、日本人。今何時? 4時。Like this. The last question is from Colombia In-san, who asked about different ways of saying but. For example, でも、しかし、ですが, and けど. There are many ways to say but in Japanese. In English too, you can say but, however, nevertheless, notwithstanding, although, whereas, while, despite, and so on and so forth. But of course, the nuance, the level of formality, and where its position in the sentence is not all the same, right? It's the same thing in Japanese. でも and しかし are similar, but しかし is much more formal. You typically see it used in academic papers, legal documents, and formal speeches. The important thing to remember about both でも and しかし is that you need to place them at the beginning to start a new sentence, not in the middle of the sentence. 昨日はずっと雨だった。でも、暇だったから外に出かけた。It rained all day yesterday. But I had nothing to do, so I went out anyway. 地球温暖化は深刻な環境問題である。しかし、大企業は利益ばかりを追求し、具体的な解決策を講じようとはしない。Global warming is a serious environmental concern. However, the profit-minded mega corporations do not take serious action in proposing concrete solutions. Finally, let's look at けど and が. These work wonderfully in the middle of the sentence. ケンとユミは全然性格が違うけど、ものすごく仲がいい。Ken and Yumi have completely different personalities, but they get along so well. iPad と Apple Pencil はすごく高いですが、日本語を書くのにはとてもいいツールですよ。iPad and Apple Pencil are super expensive, but they are an amazing tool for writing Japanese. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching Uki Uki. please leave any comments and questions below. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. ではまた